we can't really sort of look at you from face, obviously the tilt, but the tilt for the most part, you see the mirror there, we're looking, is much better. Your posture now looks a lot more kind of natural there. There's maybe a little bit more chin up than we want to, but from lesson 1 we came back and saw there, okay, where you're sort of really hunching there and trying to sort of push your chin up and looking quite awkward and unorthodox. You're now in a position whereby you can start swinging the club more effectively, okay. From this on the left hand side, the club goes quite high as we're coming back into the golf ball. That's sort of the pre-hitting position when the club gets kind of down level with your hands there. Now that club is outside your hands there, okay. As we swing this one, the club working more around your body. Okay, let that left arm soften as the hands start working back in. The club now, you can see, is in line with your hands. So the club now is working more on line to target. Now, if you're someone who's had the ball doing this all the time, the feel of the ball going further right is going to cause the club to go out this way to hit the golf ball in that direction to try and compensate for the ball curving right, yeah? Okay. But now the arms are working better, you're having more control of that club face. We can get that club working back from a better angle. Club face squares up, ball you can see goes nice and straight. Nice release of the arms there, okay? And let that arm fold up. If you look on the left here of your left side of your body, say your left elbow pops out, that's often a sign of your arm being quite stiff. Can't stay stiff, and then doing this. Okay. If the arm was to fold and the elbow stayed down, that elbow at this point would kind of be in front of your chest there, you wouldn't see it. So looking down the line here, if I use a stick as a guide, if I come to the golf ball now in this sort of fashion here, keep my arms straight, can't stay straight, it's got to bend, and then it does that, and you start seeing what we call chicken wing, okay? If the elbow stays down and I do this, you can't now see my elbow, can you? Okay? Now I'm not doing that as people then tend to do. I'm just letting my elbow stay down in front of my chest and the arms are releasing through this way, okay, not that way, okay. And that is where I think some of the biggest things, and again a lot of people from early part of playing golf been told to keep their left arm straight. They lock that left arm for love nor money and it can't move, and that's where the speed's going to come from with your hand action, your elbows. Your body's rotating nicely, you're getting the speed to the ground now with the hips and the shoulders rotating this way. It's now loosening up the arms and the grip to get that club into that position. There is really, really good now. Left arm nicely across your shoulders there, really good shoulder turn. Club top of the backswing in a good spot. It's now the arms coming down on a nice angle here now, getting into that good hitting position there, and then from there swishing that club through with a nice release of that arm and elbow. And again, get an alignment stick or get something similar sort of thing where you can hear a swish of the club. You can actually use the club upside down sometimes and get the same kind of effect. These are better because they've got more sort of swish and you'll really hear a good when you get it, rather than sort of the old barely hearing a sound at all. But you can see that's just not me trying to prove a point I'm got more club head speed, but it's just a question of you can hear how much club head speed is generated with this when you do it right. If you lock the arm, you're going to lose speed, and all the golf ball really knows is how well has it been struck and with what sort of speed. You might strike it perfectly, but with no real speed for golf ball, if that arm is a bit stiff and a bit tense, the ball's only going to get X amount of mile an hour, the ball's going to fly at 150, 160. If we can get a bit more swish and speed, you'll start creating more club head speed. The ball will then start going further, and that's when you start getting to, I think, 200 yards for you is definitely capable. I wouldn't say that's, oh my god, that's a no chance of getting down that far. You can easily get there. The fact your 7 or 8 iron goes sort of 130, 140 means your driver should be going over 200 yards. If you get the same sort of release of that club. But sometimes when we're hitting the driver, if the driver is a club that sort of does this and curves off to the right, we often try to just stop hitting it right by sort of keeping it pulling round to the left, and this elbow gets all locked and tightened. Again, loss of club head speed is generally going to come from tension. If you're tense at any point, like I said, use the example of throwing a ball. You throw a ball, you wouldn't squeeze the ball and lock every muscle and joint in your arm you're going to throw it, where you'd be nice and loose and get that club head speed. Okay. So yeah, maybe a couple of practice sort of drills there with either one of the alignment sticks or whatever it may be, just trying to get that speed up. Okay, let the arm and the elbow sort of hinge and fold up correctly. Listen for the sound. The sound kind of indicates how much speed that has gone through the air. The more sound you get, the more speed you're creating. Okay, so you can hear that when you're doing it yourself. If you get not much sound, it's slow. The more sound you get, the more speed you're going to create. Okay, mate, make sense?